All right, everybody. Terrence Popp coming at you from another episode of The Lair. Somebody was asking about my sensei, or how he's referred to. It's like my second father. They would like to have somebody in their life, but to be honest with you, to have somebody like that drop in your life is a stroke of luck. There's really not too many good guys walking around out there that are gonna, waste their days or their time on you if you're not related to them. It's unfortunate, but it's true. The sensei who I know basically worked off the old man code, whereas if shit was fucked up around him, he actually took off his hat, went to help fix it, and just didn't watch it derail. But it is what it is. So the guy who asked me about that, it's rare, dude. You just gotta, I don't know, it's kind of a hard one to answer. It's a stroke of luck, and if you have one and you realize how lucky you are, be thankful for it. Okay, what's my take on the masturbation tax? Okay, I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but that is insane. This apparently was a congressman or senator from Texas. You would think somebody from Texas is a little more, conservative and to pull up some stupid ass shit like that. I think this woman should be fired and run off, ran over with a rail or run off on a rail, whatever they do. That's just absolute crazy, stupid, ludicrous bullshit. How they're making some kind of comparison to masturbation and late-term abortion. One is, 6 seconds of ooh, and the other one is murder. There's no comparison. It's so stupid.
Do you think women will regret all their whoring around or divorces later on in their lives?
Well, since I'm reaching that later portion of my life, had a lot of friends who got divorced in their mid to late 20s. They're doing just fine. Their ex-wives are not. They aged off a cliff, the wall hit them, whatever you want to call it. I probably know at least a dozen women between the ages of 43 and 48 who would date me in a heartbeat, but I don't date women my age or close to my age. Because if I'm going to put up with that kind of headache, then it better be worth it. And some woman looking down the barrel of menopause is going to do it for me. But I still have 1 year to go. I've basically been keeping my nose clean, haven't messed around with any relationships per se for the past 6 years. Again, that was some advice from my sensei. He told me I should take 7 years off. He was absolutely correct. Let's see. Yes, and those women later in life, we guys, we die early. They have to go on for a long time. They might wind up having to tolerate a 2, 3, or a 4. When they could only, when back in the day when they were hot, they get 8, 9s, and 10s all day long. It sucks to be you. Okay, somebody wants to know my take on the new prosthetics, limbs and such, and how it will affect war. Pretty soon, prosthetics are going to be so good that, if you lost a leg or an arm, they'll be able to keep you on status, because it'll be pretty much just as good, if not better. Check out Starship Troopers. War's a bitch, arms and legs get shot off, and if you can get a better one that's cybernetic, go for it. I myself would like to keep mine. I'll settle for, an exoskeleton suit like Iron Man or something else that I could walk around in with, heightened endurance, strength, and speed. Hell, it'd be great to even fly, who knows. But, when we start seeing that shit, which is going to start coming, you're going to see, medium or heavy infantry guys in one of those suits with a 308 minigun on it with, 4,000 or 5,000 rounds of ammunition, which would be, I would love to see that, but it's probably going to be long after I'm done. Okay, somebody wants to know if during war I was ever so disheartened enough that I would think of or commit suicide. No. I was a first sergeant. I had 150 dudes depending upon me. There was no time for woe is me, I feel sorry for myself bullshit. In fact, I spent most of my time doing face-to-face with all my soldiers at some point in the day or week, so I can see them in their eyes and see if they're okay. A lot of first sergeants don't do that. They just tell you to suck it up and drive on. That's a good answer for 1 or 3 days, but when you're in the country for a year and somebody tells you to drive on, you might want to have to respond with a fuck you and fuck off. So, I met with all my dudes, and I never told them that I told them, I wouldn't lie to you, and I have an answer for you, but it probably wouldn't be the answer you'd like, but it's still an answer. So, it is what it is. I know I keep saying that, but it's kind of a good argument argument stopper right there. When did I graduate Ranger School? Okay. I graduated September 11th, 1990. If you look on the Fort Benning or Ranger School site, you can see the picture of my graduating class. I am on the far right, I think 2 or 3 rows up. I'm that one emaciated guy with the huge nose that looks like he just woke up from being asleep. That's me. And Ranger School was no fucking joke. While we're in the field, we got one goddamn meal a day. That's it. It was usually MRE. And that's only 2,400 calories. You're easily burning through 3,500 to 4,500 calories a day. I can only count my blessings that I went basically in the spring and summer, because I would have made it in the winter. It's just the cold is just too fucking hard. And, and I hear that they've changed Ranger School where they're getting 2 meals a day and blah, blah, blah. That's bullshit. And this one actually leads into the other one. Was Ranger School hard? Fuck yeah, it was goddamn hard. I mean, there were some times I would be in patrol base at night weeping. I was so fucking hungry. It fucking sucked. And I thought it'd be the sleep that would be the worst thing. It was a lack of sleep. But actually, I got used to hallucinating, and it was kind of enjoyable. But the food thing, oh my God, you're never going to get over that. It's, no food sucks. And, I've been at that starvation level where you eat pretty much anything. Yeah, I mean, we ate garbage, we ate whatever we could eat, and as long as it didn't kill us, we ate it. What age did I notice women as they hit the wall? I really didn't think about it much until after I got divorced. Then I became, blatantly obvious that when women hit the 35 mark, 33 they definitely feel it coming, but 35 is usually they have the oh shit, what the fuck have I done with my life look in their eyes, and it's pretty much done. It's a wash. All the easy picking dudes, the low hanging fruit, that's already gone. It's on the ground. You got to pick up something off the ground. Maybe it has a worm in it, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you can turn it around and it looks good, but it's fucked up on the other side. It is what it is when you get to that point. Think about it, ladies. People tell you, hey, don't get married, get an education, settle down, and then you'll be all good to go. Well, a lot of women that do this, they're 32, 33 by the time they're ready to call it quits, and that's too late. It takes 4 years, to maybe, get to know a person you want to marry. So that puts you basically at 37. You're at the end of your second fertility window, and that is almost always medically assisted, and it's very fucking expensive, and you did it to your fucking self. Fuck off, you got it coming. How did I come up with the slingback effect? Because I thought I was the only one who saw this. No, dude. No. Now, I've seen this quite a few times. I've had women contact me that I dated in high school. Had a couple women date me, hit me up for dating right after my divorce, and I went out with them back in the day, and it really wasn't a big deal. One of them actually contacted me a couple years ago, who I actually gave the full court press to for a while, and she just gave me the blow off, and I'm like, okay, cool. Took it on the chin, moved on to my next objective, and wound up marrying that whore bitch. And that's what I call her. And it's 100% my fault. I ignored the red flags. I ignored the crazy gates. And I went against my gut feeling and bet against someone's nature. If you fuck those 4 things up, dude, you're in for baby jail and maybe alimony hell. So luckily I won't be in baby jail too much longer, maybe 5 years, and I'll be done. That'll be it. If I had to pick a trade, what would it be? I'd have to go with electrician. I can fuck with electricity. It's not really, doesn't require a lot of heavy lifting. It's not really physically punishing on your body. You just follow the color codes and you probably will get shocked to death. If you're a carpenter, you gotta glue shit and deal with fumes and fucking screw and pound nails. It's fucking pain in the dick. And I sure as hell don't want to be a plumber, because I don't want to be, submerged in, human fecal soup, half the week, and then coming home and have to wash all that shit off me, literally. So, yeah, electrician is what I would take. Let's see. What is my take on the nude pics of Emma Watson from Harry Potter? Well, unfortunately, somebody sent me that link. I did see them. I don't find her visually pleasing at all, and her attitude basically hits the home run of no hard-on it'd-be, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, she's stupid for allowing those pictures to be taken in the first place. If you take pictures like that and they get released to the public, you're pretty much guilty for half of it, and the rest, whoever stole them, is a dickbag. But with that being said, they're really not that big of a deal. They're just nudes, and her with this friend of hers. I don't even know if she's her girlfriend, friend, whatever. I was kind of getting the vibe, but she was a lumpy liver licker, XY crosswire, but who knows? Don't really care either way, one way or another. So yeah, her pictures being released to the world is not really showing up on my radar at all. Thank you for informing me and having to view that horrid shit. But hey, do you have a hobby, and if so, what is it? That's a hard one. Before I went to Iraq, I used to game a lot, D&D, Champions, Traveler, stuff like that. And then I used to play a lot of video games. And when I came back from Iraq, I haven't been able to get into any of that shit again. Even though I have several Xboxes and hundreds of games, I can probably play them for 2 hours, then I'm done. I would have to say most of my hobbies are boxing, which I just hit the bag and double end bag. I don't spar or anything like that anymore. Shooting guns, I borrow my buddy's 303, take it out, once it warms up a little bit. I could be on that range probably 4:30 in the afternoon till 7 at night till the mosquitoes get real bad. And I'll squeeze off maybe 24 rounds. I'm shooting at 350 yards, iron targets. It's very zen. I kind of enjoy that. I lift weights, work out, and stuff like that, but it's more like for my job, and because you got to be in shape if you're in the Army, or you're going to get left behind or die. So that's pretty much it for my hobbies. Okay, all right, here we go. This one leads right into it. You stated you have not been in a relationship since 2010. How do you handle the isolation? Well, I'm not really isolated. I mean, I made friends with myself a long time ago. I don't need to stand in front of a TV or a radio for background noise to hide my own consciousness from myself. So I really don't mind it anymore. The only time I really get upset is when I go, 2 or 3 weeks without seeing my kids. That really bothers me a lot. Other than that, it doesn't really bug me at all. I guess I was wired to be a hermit, but it is what it is. So, that was a good question. Thank you for your concern. But I'm doing good, and I plan to be here for at least till 65. So that puts me roughly 17 years out from my checkout. So who knows? Maybe I'll die sooner. Who knows? You get been exposed to so much bullshit. There's no guarantee that tomorrow's promised to no one, especially me. Anyway, that's what I have for tonight. Please, I got this shirt. You might like it here from Race Riot Apparel. If you want to start some shit, go buy some of this. It's right up my alley. So you take it easy and have a good night.